Today, we will be reviewing the Transformers Legacy Evolution Armada Megatron. Now this figure, I picked it up at Walmart. It's really cool. I actually like it more than I thought I would. But there are a few things that I have like a little bit, well, some issues with, if, you know. And yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so we're going to start off in tank mode, just because, like, you know, that's what he comes in. Ooh, burp. That's what he comes in the package. Unlike most figures, which I think is interesting. I think it's because his shoulder pylons are too big and stuff, and I don't know, I think it's curious that they did that. Anyways, it's really, really nice. I like it a lot. I've heard some people complain that it's small, but I'd have to disagree. I think because the turret is like a nice meaty turret that it feels bigger than it actually is. It is kind of a bummer though that none of these panels open up like the original toy. That would have been cool. I don't own it. I just watched reviews on it because, you know, I wanted to see what I was missing. But yeah, it's really cool. There's his head, but you don't see his face. And an issue that I do have is I can't tell if my copy just didn't have some great QC or what. But the little purple, what shape is that? Pentagon in its chest right there? That's supposed to be like the visor flip up. It's got some paint scratching. You can't really see it on camera. But anyways, there are a couple different places that have paint scratches or just like don't have the paint all the way filled in, which is, I don't really care. I don't care too much. What a feature this does have though that I really like is, you know, up and down, side to side, obviously, just as most tanks should, is it's got this little, what it was, a missile launcher, which is fun. It can't rotate all the way forward, which I don't think that matters too much. This can swivel. I haven't seen people's, but mine just flops off really, really easily. And it's not 5mm peg compatible either, which I really wish it was. So you can plug it on there, but you can't. And then it's too big for something like this, which I think's unfortunate, but then again, it's not the biggest deal in the world, doesn't matter. Like, very seldom am I ever going to lift this up. It just, clips right in, which, there you go. Something I do love is how asymmetrical this is. Gosh, I love it when Transformers are asymmetrical. Oop. I don't know why. I just gotta click the ankle back in. I just love it. I think it's because it makes it more interesting. Like, even the turret isn't even symmetrical. I think the most symmetrical thing on this tank is this and the tip of the turret. But even then, it's spiraling, so even if you cut it in half, it wouldn't be symmetrical. But yeah, underside, you know, very, very symmetrical, which I think is really, really cool. I think it's cool what they did, is that the tank mode is asymmetrical. And I think that's just the design, and the robot is symmetrical, which I really enjoy. A size comparison I have just right here is War for Cybertron. Megatron. And, oh, are they relatively the same size? I guess they are pretty close in size. Here, let me do it above. Oop. Interesting. Okay. So this one has a longer turret, but this one's treads are longer. And in this one, that's interesting. This one definitely has like a thicker turret, which I like more. Oh, my hands look really fat. That's okay. Anyways, really, really like this tank mode. I actually like it more. Ooh, I actually like this tank mode more than I like this one. Not saying this is a bad tank mode. I just think this one lends itself to just being a better design overall. What else? I guess that's pretty much it. It rolls really well. I'm trying to think. I'm looking at anything dragging. Nope, nothing drags. Just the wheels. And obviously, I think you saw when I flipped it over. There's little plastic wheels on it. And yeah. So transformation for this guy it's ridiculously simple. I like transforming my Transformers a lot, and this one has honestly just been super fun to flip back and forth from tank to robot mode. So how we're going to start this off is flip them up. And I always start off with the legs, just because biggest chunk of plastic, get the most satisfaction from it, flip that down. Now, I do have a problem with the toes, because I guess they're easy. They're easier to go from robot than tank mode. break the ankle a little bit. There you go. Let me see if I can flip to this angle. Oh, that looks better, but you see my janky setup. That's okay. Bring the leg down, open. Oh, that's the one that gives me guff. That's the foot. Break the ankle. Now the ankles are really stiff out of the packaging. So you get the legs. You want to bring the turret down, flip it up, and then spin this around, and then close it up. Now I really like that they added that, just for clearance sake. It's not always going to be needed. It just depends on how you have it like oriented, but I appreciate that they did that. And then bring this down, fill in his big old robo boobies. Now what you got to do is you kind of got to do these simultaneously, which I actually kind of like. So you got to flip these up, flip this down, fold the faceplate in, bring it up, and then so these shoulders are on like a double hinge right there. You want to bring them down. They don't click into place or anything, but that's kind of a little bit of an issue for later. And then you open up this side panel, bring the fist, or the whole entire arm, I guess, down, close up this panel, and then flip out the hand. Other side's the exact same. Flip that open. So now you gotta get like a fingernail in here in one of the like hollow spots. So it's nice. So you can actually fit your fingernail right here underneath the hand. And I don't have fingernails because I'm weird. And then I fold the hand down, flip it out, and then you can close up the shoulders. And something I also really like about this transformation is you can really do it in whatever order you want. That is something that I love. I hate it when I have to do certain steps in certain orders because I forget like what order I'm supposed to do in, because I have so many Transformers that I just kind of forget what order they're supposed to go in. And then you can leave the tank turret up like this. But what I like to do, I think this is what you could do in the old toy too, is you can fold it down, straighten it out, and boom. There's Megatron. And gosh, I did not think that I would like this figure. I got it because I saw it at Walmart, and I was like, hey, he's early. And I had him on Amazon. He wasn't coming till August. So I was like, I'll get it. And I kind of got it, and I don't know, I was nervous. But I love this toy, dude. So it's really cool. So we're going to go through articulation first, just because that's what I always care about most, is legs go up a little over 90 degrees. Back, I mean, with the backpack, I guess, is this really even a backpack? So you can get it out about that far, but if you want to break the turret, you can get it out that far, which is nice. It's nice that they give you, like, options. I don't like that you can't twist this all the way around, but I get it. I get it, but I wish they would have given us that option. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm sure if you've seen these shoulders, super uber loose. Super loose, but again, for some reason that doesn't bother me. I don't know why. I usually hate it. I hate it when things are loose. Like, I loathe it, but this doesn't bother me. I don't know why. Something that did bother me, though, was these antlers. They would pop off super, super easily. So I super glued them and then just made it tighter so that I can still take them out if I really, really want to, but they're just a little bit tighter. This one's a little bit tighter than this one, which kind of bothers me, but then again, I don't care too much. Oh, that sucker died. There we go. What else? Oh, yeah. Articulation. So, waist swivel 1, and then if you have this, you can have it like you can give them a bit of a chest swivel, which I think is super cool. Then again, we'll talk about that gimmick later. And then the arms go out 90 degrees. They can go up past a little more. If you really want to be crazy about it, you can lift them up even more. They can't go back any because of the shoulders, which I didn't think would bother me, but kind of does because I wanted to do them in like walking poses. Shoulder panels do go up all the way, out. Anyways, yeah, bicep swivel. Bicep swivel. What is he at? Little past 90 on the elbows. And wrist swivel. But mine are really, really tight. So tight that they're, for some reason, tighter than the shoulder. But then again, I don't know why that doesn't bother me. I usually hate that with a passion. And yeah, so another gimmick that's really, really cool with this is, so you have it here. And then when he forms when he combines with Tidal Wave, you flip this out, and you rotate that around, fold his waist, bring that back down. Gosh, he's kind of floppy, which is, like I said, it should bother me, but it doesn't. And I rotate this. This is hard to do on camera, this top part. Boom. Now you can have that turret gimmick that the old toy had, where you can flip it around. But, like I said, the tank turret can't do a full 360, because I think they're nervous of teenagers giving them a pee-pee. Which, like, come on, Hasbro, that would be kind of funny. You got to admit. You got to admit. And please, I want my turret to have full 360. Or even then, like, I know I said I like asymmetry, but make it symmetrical. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Anyways, yeah, so the articulation isn't symmetrical, which kind of bothers me, because I want it to turn to the right as far as it turns to the left, but it can't. Which is fine. Like, if I really wanted to, I could take it apart and stuff, but I'm not that invested in it. I'm not that invested in some articulation. So what actually prompted me to make this review was this turret. Notice how just, like, playing with it, it's starting to come out a little bit. And then, like, yeah. It's because this is made out of a softer rubber. Now, that would have been fine if they made this, here, hold on, give me a sec. If they made this peg a little longer. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. If you made that peg a little longer. Now, if you look, the hole in this is fairly deep. So, why is the peg so short? Like, why? I feel like that was I don't know, miss on the design team. Like, come on. Anyways, like, you can plug it in, but after a while, it'll fall out, which is fine. Like I said, if I really wanted to, I could fix that, but I don't want to mess up the 5mm peg, because maybe I want to add other stuff to it. But yeah, this guy is awesome. Now I'm going to do some size comparisons. We're going to do classified Snake Eyes. And he's a couple heads taller than him, including the shoulders and stuff. No, he's almost like, yeah, he's a tall fella. This is just what I have on my desk. Storm Collectibles E Honda. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. He's taller than E Honda, which is cool. Don't see that very frequently with Storm. Storms are usually pretty small. And then we'll do Megatron real quick. I'm not going to bother forming Megatron's weapons just because I don't want to. It takes up time, and I don't know. I really do not like the sword that Megatron comes with. I do, however, wish this Megatron came with, like, any more accessories would have been nice. Like, anything. I know Starscream already came with the saber, the Star Saber, but, like, I don't know. I don't have that figure. Part of me's nervous because I've heard some, like, horror stories with QC and stuff. And if I'm going to spend $35, I'd want it to be a good figure. And it also looks kind of hollow. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if it feels hollow or not if you have it. And here he is next to Siege Megatron. Let's fix that. Oh my. Anyways, so Armada is just a hair taller to the head, but with the shoulders and antlers and stuff, he's tall. So my overall thoughts on this figure is I really, really like it. It's one that I've been carrying around with me wherever I go in the house. Of course, I'm not gonna take it out in public. I don't want to seem weird, but it's an overall good figure. It does have some issues that could bother me or could bother you. Anyways, one thing I forgot to mention is that I have a problem with is that the chest piece feels really plain to me. Like there's not like a lot of color breakup. And this is because, so I went and looked at the original toy, and I was like, what is different about it? And the original toy, oh, that's a bad angle. Anyways, so you see, I'm gonna use this. You see this piece right here? Not the inside, but like this little border. That was cast in gray plastic, and then this was all painted in black. Now, I wish they would have painted this silver. I really wish they would have done that. I feel like that would have fixed my issue with the chest piece. Because, like, it still looks cool. It's just sometimes when you look at it for too long, it's just, like, a lot of big shapes, and all the shapes are the same color. Anyways, that's just my little interjection. And I just hope they release a tidal wave. So, overall, if you see them, get them. Or wait for him to go on clearance, maybe. Maybe for like $50. 55 seems a little high for this dude. But then again, I'm not angry that I paid it. So, if you find him, get him. He's a good figure. Or I'm sure he would go on clearance, and I'm sure they're gonna have an abundance of them. So, like they do Starscream. Anyways, thank you for watching.